Hello and welcome to United Medical Institute. I am Jazz, a UMI avatar. If you're watching this, we assume you're interested in our sonography programs. We offer the DMS Associate of Science degree and the DMS Bachelor of Science degree. In this video, we'll review general and program-specific admissions requirements, and we'll guide you through the admissions and enrollment process. You can learn more about admissions requirements on the admissions page of our website. Here's what we'll cover. First, the general admissions requirements that apply to every applicant. Second, the documents you'll need to submit. Third, a closer look at the Wonderlic SLE exam. Fourth, the pathway for applicants pursuing the Bachelor of Science DMS program. And finally, the full admissions process from start to finish. Let's get started. One of the first steps to join us is to make sure you meet the general eligibility requirements. You are an eligible candidate for admission if you meet all three of the following. First, you are at least 18 years old when you begin the program. Second, you have completed high school or earned an equivalent qualification. And third, you successfully complete an entrance exam, the Wonderlic Scholastic Level Exam, or SLE. Here's the good news. If you meet these general admissions requirements, you also meet the eligibility requirements for the UMI DMS Associate Degree Program. These are one and the same. Now let's look at the documents you'll need to provide. You'll be asked to submit documents that verify each requirement. For age verification, you'll provide a government-issued ID such as a driver's license or passport, or a copy of your birth certificate. For the high school or equivalent requirement, you'll provide a high school diploma, a GED certificate, or an official transcript of a completed associate or higher degree from an accredited institution. A note for applicants with documents from outside the United States. Transcripts or equivalent documents from institutions outside the U.S. or its territories must be evaluated by a recognized credentialed evaluation service. You can find approved services through the National Association of Credential Evaluation Services or the Association of International Credential Evaluators. Please also note that UMI does not offer visa services or English as a second language instruction. All instruction at UMI is in English, and the Wonderlic SLE is administered in English only. English language proficiency is documented by your high school diploma or equivalent and by your score on the Wonderlic exam. Now let's take a closer look at the Wonderlic SLE exam. If you're applying for the UMI DMS Associate Degree Program, the SLE is an important part of your general admissions requirements. The Wonderlic Scholastic Level Exam is widely used in higher education and in health occupation fields like sonography. It assesses your problem-solving skills and your ability to quickly learn and follow instructions. The test covers categories including math, logic, verbal reasoning, and general knowledge. UMI uses the quick test version, called SLEQ, which is administered online. Once you complete your program application, you'll receive an SLE registration link. The SLEQ has 30 questions, and you'll have 8 minutes to achieve a minimum score of 16. Test taking can feel nerve-wracking, but there's no need to worry. The exam is designed to assess knowledge and abilities expected of a slightly above-average high school graduate. To help you prepare, free SLE practice tests are available online. UMI doesn't endorse specific resources, but examples include NurseHub and Beat the Wonderlic. And if you don't reach the minimum score on your first attempt, you'll have 2 more opportunities. Typically, students take the second test a few days after the first, and the third attempt about 2 weeks later. This gives you the best chance to showcase your abilities. Good luck. We're confident you'll do great. Now let's shift to the Bachelor of Science in Diagnostic Medical Sonography pathway. UMI current students can transition seamlessly from the DMS Associate Degree Program into the DMS Bachelor of Science Degree Program during their final clinical module. If you're a UMI graduate or a graduate from another DMS program, you are eligible for admission to the Bachelor of Science DMS program if you meet all of the following. First, you've successfully completed a DMS diploma or DMS Associate Degree program in diagnostic ultrasound from an accredited institution. Second, you can provide evidence of current employment or volunteering in the field. And third, you meet all general admissions requirements except the SLE. The SLE is waived for bachelor's degree applicants because completing a DMS diploma or associate degree already demonstrates your ability to succeed in the related academic program. For Bachelor of Science DMS admission, you'll be asked to submit 2 documents. First, an official transcript documenting completion of your DMS diploma or associate degree. Second, a letter from your employer, or an acceptable alternative, confirming your employment or volunteer position in the field. Applicants with a DMS diploma or associate degree from institutions outside the U.S. may also need to demonstrate English proficiency through an approved ESL course, the TOEFL exam, or an admissions essay evaluated by qualified UMI faculty. Bachelor's applicants will also have an opportunity to submit additional records to transfer general education credits. Let's summarize SALs. For the DMS associate degree, you must be at least 18 years old, have completed high school or its equivalent, and passed the SLE exam. You'll provide a government-issued ID and your high school diploma, GED, or transcript of an associate or higher degree. For the DMS Bachelor of Science degree, you must hold a DMS diploma or associate degree, have current employment or volunteer experience in the field, and meet all general requirements except the SLE, which is waived. You'll provide your official transcript and your employment or volunteer documentation. Remember, these are minimum eligibility requirements. To determine whether the program is the right fit, there are additional steps in the admissions and enrollment process. Here's what to expect. The sequence of steps may vary slightly, but you'll complete all of them throughout the admissions and enrollment process. First, you'll complete your UMI info session, then you'll complete your program application. If you're applying for the associate degree, you'll take your SLE exam. Once you successfully meet the requirements, you'll receive your invitation to enroll. You'll complete your enrollment documents, select your tuition payment option, and handle any educational loan applications. Finally, you'll complete program registration and pay all applicable fees. Once your enrollment is reviewed and verified, you'll receive an official acceptance letter and an invitation to attend new student orientation, held 1 week before your program start date. And then the exciting part begins. You start your program. Your UMI admissions advisor will guide you every step of the way. At UMI, we strive to make the admissions process clear and supportive. We'll guide you through with regular reminders and prompts so you don't miss any steps and stay on track for a successful start to your educational journey. At any point, you'll have the option to schedule a one-on-one meeting or call with your advisor, and your advisor may also reach out to you if additional clarification or information is needed for your application. We look forward to welcoming you to UMI. Thank you for watching.